Chick. How y'all doing? If you're out there, say hey. Because otherwise I have no idea. That was louder than I thought it would be. All right. Here we are, another Sunday. Halen. Sunday that used to be Saturday. I never understand why this moves as much as it does. Oh, that's even worse. All right. I think we have about a minute. So this was felt like a good music playing, whiskey sipping night. I got an awesome early birthday present from my son Kieran, and it's he got me a bottle of the Metallica whiskey, blackened. It's good, I gotta say. They put their name on a good whiskey. The bottle is just awesome, too. I don't know how much you can really see it, but it's great. This is batch 104. Just leave that back there. Cheers. So, might as well start this off with a good Irish whiskey sipping song. It's basically an Irish, somewhat of a traditional made popular by the Pogues for me. It's called "A Man You Don't Meet Every Day." Jock Stewart, I'm a canny gunman and a roving young fella I have been. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. I have acres of land, I have men at command, I have always a shilling to spare. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. Come fill up your glasses with brandy and wine, whatever the cost I will pay. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. Well, I took out my gun with my dog I did shoot on the banks of the river Kildare. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. I'm piper by trade and a roving young blade, and many a song I can play. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. Let us take back the hours and minutes that fly and spend them together this day. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. Come fill up your glasses with brandy and wine, whatever the cost I will pay. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. I'm a man you don't meet every day. All right. So that's Pogue's tune. That's pretty awesome, and as I said, it's a great, very good drinking song. So cheers again. Them Irish got some good drinking songs. Well, I'm on my down east Alexa, and I'm cruising through Block Island Sound. I have charted a course for the vineyards, but tonight I am Nantucket bound. We took on diesel back in Montauk yesterday, and left this morning by the bell in Gardner's Bay. Like all the locals here, I've had to sell my home. Too proud to leave, I work my fingers to the bone, so I could own my down easter Alexa. And I go where the ocean is deep. There are giants out there in the canyons, and a good captain can't fall asleep. I've got bills to pay and children who need clothes. I know there's fish out there, but where God only knows. They say these waters aren't what they used to be. I got people back on land who count on me. So if you see my down easter Alexa, and you work with the rod and the reel, tell my wife I am trolling Atlantis, and I still have my hands on the wheel. So now drive my Downeaster Alexa more and more miles from shore every year. Since they tell me I can't sell no stripers, and there's no luck in sword fishing here. I am a bayman like my father was before. Can't make a living as a bayman anymore. Seems it is future left for a man who works the sea. Ain't no island left for islanders like me. Yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah, yo. Oh. Yeah, yeah, yo. All right. That was a Billy Joel song called Downeaster Alexa. And, you know, obviously growing up on Long Island, Billy was a big part of my life, big part of what would be considered the soundtrack of my life, I guess. And sadly, a couple days ago, we lost a major, hugely major part of the soundtrack of my life in Eddie Van Halen. As a matter of fact, my confirmation name in 8th grade is Edward. As far as the Catholic Church is concerned, I took it because of Saint Edward. But the reality is that I took it because of Eddie Van Halen. When Neil died, Neil Peart, just in case anyone's wondering, I was shocked and in disbelief, despite knowing he's struggled on and off with health issues, and I still have a hard time believing it. I still have a hard time thinking I'll never see Rush play again, ever. And now I still can't believe that Eddie's gone, that I'll never get to see him or hear him play guitar again. So here's a big one to Eddie Van Halen, and a huge thank you for everything that he did for music, everything that he did for the guitar, for every aspect of music and rock and roll and my life, really. So that's a original song called "Let's Do That Again." Ha! Why is there? Huh? Something's crackling. And I don't know why. All right. Hopefully that doesn't continue. I'll just talk quiet for now. All right, give me one real quick second. I'm going to try to fix this crackle here. Is this crackle coming out on the stream, or is it just in my head? I mean, my ears. Check, check. Ha. Okay. So y'all heard, damn it. So y'all heard the stream up till this point? Like the audio was coming through? Not sure why that's crackling. Check. Hey, hey. It's got to be just that fucking. Huh. All right, we'll do this one then. And every day when I wake up, it's better than the last. I never look forward and I don't like living in the past. And you can learn so much from me, I'll tell you what I do. Concern yourself with no one else, you know it's all about you.
I wanna live in bliss, don't care what it costs. Just wanna play the games, no concerns for the loss. It'll make me crystal clear when I put those blinders on. So just don't interfere, stay on your side where you belong. I'll take all I can get, even what I didn't earn. Big brother, comfort me, pay attention to my concerns. And if this don't go my way, there's no telling what I'll do. There's a higher price to pay, so I'll just blame it all on you.
And every day I wake up, I'm better than before. I took everything that I need, and so I'll try for more. And you can do what I can do, just let me show you how. Consequence is just a word that has no meaning right now.
I wanna live in bliss, don't care what it costs. I'd rather see the gains, no concerns for the loss. Don't offer me the facts, they go against my plan of keeping it all intact. I'm doing the best I can to give you all that you want. You know you can count on me to stand up for you all while I conspire secretly. And if this don't go my way, there's no telling what I'll do. Too high a price to pay, so I'll just blame it all on you.
And every day I wake up and read the writing on the wall. I lay in bed and wonder how long till we fall. And if I do what they do, I think I'd lose my mind. It comes to them so easily, but I'm not so inclined. Every day I wake up looking at the sky. I lay in bed and wonder, but never question why. If you can do what I can do, I'm sure you'd understand. The sudden sense of urgency to get it all in hand.
And I wanna live in bliss, but it's not worth the cost. How can I count the gains without noting the loss? It's always been crystal clear, I've never put those blinders on. No more living in fear, this is where I belong. Don't wanna take from your hands, I have got all that I need. What I want I will earn, won't be driven by greed.
That was an original song called Bliss. I wrote it, I don't know, a couple months ago or something. You hear my voice just stopped working in it for a second. It just went. Damn. As he sips whiskey and smokes a pipe and vapes and yada yada, and wonders why. All right, so I don't know how many of y'all out there. I never know how many y'all are watching, but thank you very much for stopping by and tuning in. Bunch of lurkers. Everyone just say hey. That's all I need is just a hey. How you doing? Hey, I got one. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, so I had a set list written out. Made plans and all that. Worked on it today. And because of that weird crackly whole business, it kind of threw me off and messed up my mojo. So I don't know what's going on. So I'm winging it. I can't wait to see you. Want you in my life. Don't know how I made it this far without you. Don't care if your hair is blonde or brown. All I know is I just want you around. Need you in my life. Don't know how I made it this far without you. Watch the world just spinning round. Suddenly you were there, and I knew I couldn't go on without you. Don't know how I made it this far without you. has a song called Major Thing because it's maybe the first song I ever wrote in a major key because I have a major thing for my wife. It's like one of those double, triple entendre things. Interesting. So, as you know, we got shows coming up in a couple weeks. We being Mo, up in Yarmouth and Connecticut, New Englandy area. So I don't think I'll be able to do a bi-weekly next time. I think I will be out of town. As a matter of fact, I know I will. So my next stream won't be for 3 weeks. Sad, I know. What are y'all gonna do? You have to figure out something to do for an hour and a half on a Sunday night. I'm sure y'all can think of something. Don't go to church on Sunday. Don't get down on my knees to pray. Don't memorize the books of the Bible. I got my own special way. Well, I know Jesus loves me, maybe just a little bit more. I fall down on my knees every Sunday at the Ridley's candy store. Well, got to be chocolate Jesus, makes me feel so good inside. Got to be a chocolate Jesus that keeps me satisfied. Well, don't want no apples, apple. I don't want no almond joy. You see, there just ain't nothing better than suitable for this here boy. It's the only thing that picks me up better than a cup of gold. Only a chocolate Jesus can satisfy my soul. Well, got to be a chocolate Jesus, good enough for me. Only a chocolate Jesus is good enough for me. When the weather gets rough, whiskey in the shade, best to wrap your savior up in cellophane. It flows like the big muddy, but that's okay. I pour him over, asking for a nice parfait, yeah. Chocolate Jesus is good enough for me. Yeah, got to be a chocolate Jesus, makes me feel so good inside. Got to be a chocolate Jesus that keeps me satisfied. That's a song called that's called Chocolate Jesus, sung by Tom Waits. It's off the Mule Variations record, I do believe. He's got a lot of albums, so don't exactly quote me, but it doesn't matter because if I say something like the Mule Variations record and you're like, oh, I should buy that album because that song's on it. If you buy that album and that song's not on it, you will not be disappointed by buying that album. If you see a Tom Waits record, buy it. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Just, the man does not really put out bad music. So I have one Tom Waits story, and it doesn't involve Tom Waits at all. It involves me. It does involve Tom Waits' name, but not him. So I was in LAX when I used to live in Los Angeles, and I was waiting. Lot, uh, no ice in that one. And I was waiting for a flight, so I go to get something to eat. Um, Clearly, the woman behind the counter is not from this country. She's an immigrant, um, Spanish speaking. I'm not going to assume too much other than that. But she does speak English. She just doesn't speak it as well as I do, even though I tend to butcher the language very often, as we all do. The guy in front of me is trying to order something. She simply asks him to repeat himself maybe twice. Halfway through the order, she comes back and, did you say? And he's this. And he turns around and looks at me, and I honestly can't even remember exactly what he said, but he tried to get me to agree with the fact that this woman just simply shouldn't be in this country because she doesn't have a full grasp of the language, even though at no point in time did this guy try to communicate with her in Spanish because clearly he does not know Spanish. So, what are you going to do? She's half bilingual and he knows half of one language. And he's just looking for support from me, which I find weird. You have your own beliefs. I don't really care. I'm not going to judge this man based on his beliefs. Whatever they are, they are. What I am going to semi-judge this man on for is him turning around and trying to drag me into his thing, his beliefs, whatever. And I just said no. No. I'm good with everything that's happening right now. I really haven't seen a mistake that's that bad. So no. So he turns around and he gets his order and stuff, pays for it, and turns around and starts to walk away. He gets about 10 feet away as I start to give my order. He comes back over and interrupts my order to tell me to apologize to me. You're right. I shouldn't have said that. That was really bad. I'm sorry that I did that and this and that. I'm thinking, apology. She deserves the apology, not me. I'm just a dude in a fucking airport. And then just about as he's just about ready to walk away, he turns around and he goes, "Hey, man, does anybody ever tell you that you look like Tom Waits' son?" And I'm standing there like, what the fuck are you... But it's just a weird thing to say. Like, this was supposed to make everything okay. Like, first of all, you just assume that I know who Tom Waits is when we all know that he's not, huge. He's like a culty kind of guy. The people who love him deeply, and some people just have never heard of this guy. But he's just going to shoot that out to try to make everything cool with me after trying to drag me into his schemes. It was quite an interesting time at the LAX airport. LAX is always actually an interesting time. You see some very, very interesting things at LAX. All right, so this, damn, I'll tell you after. Edwin is a man of principle. Keeps his nose clean and he toes the line. Never known to do anything unusual. Works every day, always on time. Lives by himself in a house in the suburbs, outside the city of Buffalo. Takes his meals at the kitchen table. Every once in a while sees a picture show. His night in front of a monitor, basking in the glory of online fame. Pure of the best, good on the server. From Norman to Oklahoma, they know him by name. Running moves through dungeons, running flags in the gulch. A tune for every resource and trade in the game. A hero for the horde in the arena. Top GPS hunter in every raid. When you remind you awaken the light bringer. Say the stock all of the titles go on. Run first in Blackwing, Molten Core and Partisan, Sunwell, Highjall and Mac Fairdogon. Epic loops aplenty and mounts by the dozen. He's seen so much content, his achievements abound. Exalted reputation with the factions that count. Seeing every exotic, his feats are renowned. Us 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. A gladiator born on the arena floor. Capone you in Lord Iran, bleed you in the ring. LOS you in the sewers as the tears start to pour. Never skips ratings, he cues every night. 3,800 at the top of the page. It's him enough times you'll slide down the ladder. GG's and QQ'd and quick out of rage. Edwin is a man of principle, keeps his nose clean and he toes the line. So that last song was called Edwin. They always say write what you know, and I know about being a nerd, so I wrote about it. The song's actually it's kind of a song about basically about a guy who's awesome at World of Warcraft, and at this point, it's actually one of my favorite songs that I've written because it just cracks me up every time I listen to it, or hear it or play it or whatever. Although, so the last two times that I played it, I sound checked it, and the way I sound check is I just record everything, video, and then listen to it and make sure the levels are okay, and everything gets double checked. Brenda comes down, checks everything level wise and stuff, and which didn't happen this time. But the last two times, it sound checked perfect, and then I went to play it on the stream, and it was like insanely loud and distorted. So I'm not sure what's happening. I gotta fix that, and hopefully I will. It'll sound good the next time I play it. So, all right. Let's just keep the show rolling. I've been told I have a tendency to jabber on and on, but I like telling stories sometimes. It's fun.
I don't wanna have to take that shotgun down.
down in my room. I don't wanna be no Keith Moon. I don't wanna be no Dudley. I don't wanna take that step into the Mississippi. I don't ever wanna get so deep that no one can reach me. I don't wanna be no Jeff Buckley. I don't wanna be no Kurt Cobain. I don't wanna have to bite the bullet just to ease the pain. You know I've never played this hard to give up the game. I don't wanna be no Kurt Cobain.
Wanna be no Hollis Brown. I don't wanna be no Hollis Brown. I don't wanna be no Hollis Brown. I don't wanna be no Hollis Brown.
All right, that was a song called "Don't Wanna Be." It's another original tune written a while ago. We played it with Mo. I did a recording of it during this whole wonderful stay-at-home thing, and there you go. So, I was gonna say something now. I totally forgot what it was. I honestly I cannot remember what the hell I was gonna say. Anyway, this next one is another original. This was a song. This is one of the ones that I just recently did, and I have. I'm trying to think of it's either this or Edwin is like the most recent thing I did, and then I released. I posted a song called "Vermicious Canids," which obviously the title is Willy Wonka in nature, and I still am working on being able to play that one live. There's a couple sections in the song, if you've heard it, that clearly I can play them. I played them. It's remembering which lick goes where, because all the runs are unison runs between the bass and the vibraphone. So if I play the wrong one on the vibraphone while the bass is playing something else, it's going to sound very unprofessional. So I wanted to play it this Sunday. I didn't have time to work on it at all. So I'm playing it as soon as possible. And then hopefully there'll be actually maybe one or two more songs to be able to debut with that one when it actually happens. burn bright, burn fast, and the shit just put it at work. Jabba won't heal, it's just in my mind. Couldn't adhere to that schedule, 16 hours a day. Got to a point that I no longer played no jump on bass, none of goddamn thing. I was so tapped out that I didn't even hit. Out of the blue, I was playing a different role, back amongst friends, sitting upstage, right balance in my hand. How I got here, I don't understand. Sometimes it's hard, but I get to play music. This is where I'll stay for 30 years, cause it was in the cards. I was destined to live a life behind bars. So just out of curiosity, how long does it have to be before I get concerned about the fact that Andrea hasn't written anything, written a comment? I say that half jokingly. The wrong comments? There are wrong comments? Now I'm confused. Oh, really? And which comments am I in? I'm so Facebook fucking illiterate, it's ridiculous. I'm not sure at what point I turned into, am I doing this right guy? But apparently that's what I am now. So, huh, all right. Yeah, just that link took me to where I already was, kind of in this circle thing. Well, if you're there, Andrea, thanks. Once again. The problem is that she's like my Facebook guru. If I have a Facebook question, I ask Andrea. So I can't. That can't happen right now. So I'm just lost. So another thing that's been somewhat perplexing me this whole time is when I started the stream. So when I started the stream tonight, I forgot to open one of the programs that I use to stream, which is the program that takes the sound coming out of Logic, which is what plays all my backing tracks and stuff, and makes it go to OBS, and then OBS sends it out to the stream, and that goes to all the places that it goes or whatever. And at that point, I have no idea what the hell happens. But so I didn't have that open, but y'all were able to still hear me anyway. So now I'm confused because I thought that was absolutely necessary for you guys to hear me, and apparently I don't want to say it's not, but something happened that just, I guess, seemed to work out. I have no idea. So anyway, here we go. there time enough to wonder? Is there time enough to worry? Is there time enough to question everything? So Andrea is back with a vengeance. Excellent. Now I don't have to worry. I still have not learned headphones. I apologize. I apologize to John and me because I still have not learned Carolina Rice either. The problem with headphones is I'm not 100% sure he recorded like a studio version or a 4-track version or anything like that of the song. I think I have to find a live version of the song. Most of the live stuff that I have from Michael or from myself and my brother Michael is on DAT, digital audio tape, and I do not have a DAT player. So I have to figure out how to get it from digital audio tape to, I don't know, MP3, something that I can actually play on my computer, because I don't own a stereo anymore, which is, I don't know, weird, I guess, but that's what it's come to in this digital age of wonderfulness.
When you're in the minority, your lungs don't seem to count. Just sit back and defer to authority. The legend grows with each cow. I must admit, never me wants this, but the other half don't. Dichotomy is my existence. Sink the ship so we all can float. Now nothing really makes sense, but we still reap what we sow. Irresponsibility, greed, and misery. How do you make that God grow? I know it sucks feeling burned out. I know it sucks feeling helpless. And it sucks to say I told you so. I know it sucks, but they're gonna shelf this.
So, yeah, I don't always know which mic to go to. This is actually the only song with it for this microphone, well, for right now until, I don't know. I write something with a xylophone part or a marimba part that I have to play on the xylophone for the stream, whatever. So eventually, I get a couple questions on Instagram or Facebook or whatever about the whole thing about lyrics and what's that about and whatever. And generally, to me, it doesn't really matter what a song is about or lyrics mean or whatever. To me, it matters what they mean to whoever is listening to it. Not everything is the same to everybody, and you take with it, from it, whatever you can get. You know, and this was a little out of left field for me, but whatever. When I wrote Bliss and first posted Bliss, someone had made the comment that, you know, they can't wait till baseball starts again either. And, you know, that was kind of out of left field for me. But if that's what the song was about for them, then that's what the song was about for them. So if you go to my SoundCloud, I'll slowly be in the not the comment section, but there's like a section where I can write about the song. So I'm just gonna start posting the lyrics up there on my SoundCloud page. The link to my SoundCloud page is up. I can't see, it's like above my head maybe right now, somewhere in this area. So go check it out. I'll eventually have all the lyrics to any of my originals that have lyrics will be up there, and y'all can just take from it whatever you want to take from it. The last song was called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow, and I don't know. You know, when I wrote it, I was maybe a little bit angry or frustrated or whatever. You know, I was on that side of the fence, the emotional fence, and that's just kind of what came out. It's not, there's like zero specific to it. Originally, the song, like if in my Logic files, it's called Thump, just because to me the bass line and the drum line, it had this thump to it, and I didn't have a title at all, and went through the whole song, like wrote the song, edited the song, did all this stuff that I've explained in other streams, and I had no title for it, and you know, Brenda came up with the title Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. You know, and I sort of looked over all the lyrics, and you know, because it was stuff that I just kind of spit out, like I said, just based on the mood that I was in, and the title is really appropriate to me personally. I don't know if it makes any sense to anybody else, but for me, it was, after looking at the lyrics and stuff, I'm like, yeah, you know, it kind of is like this whole span of feelings that I've had from a long time ago to the present, and most likely into the future. So the title just kind of nailed it and brought everything together for me, which is why that's what the song is called. And like I said, if y'all see anything into it, if it touches you in any way, if it puts you in a certain mood, if whatever it is, then go with that, and that's exactly what the song is about. And that's another thing. There are times where I can definitely delve into the bleak, as it were, because I spent a long time on that side of the fence, and thankfully, it's not a side of the fence that I spend a lot of time on anymore. But with everything that I've been trying to write lately, just because basically of everything that's going on and lyric-wise, I don't know if anybody's paid any attention to anything that I've done. Well, thank you if you have. But you'll see a big, for all the bleakness that's in there, there's definitely a light. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. I on the overall scheme of things, I would consider myself actually an optimist. Although most people who might have talked to me after shows or hung out with me in brief moments, whatever, might not see the optimist in me. But it's there, and you'll see it in the words and the music and stuff. So, yeah, that's that. The other odd thing about me always having working titles is then when I go to look for the song to actually play it on the stream, I can't think of what the actual title is. So, like, there's right now I'm working on a song called. Well, it's not called. See, this is the thing. The working title of the song is Boobs on the Moon. Now, there's a reason that the working title is called Boobs on the Moon, which is just kind of a big joke. There's my family has been watching Space Force. I don't know if y'all have seen it. It's hilarious show on Netflix. And there's a line in the show where he says the president just tweeted out, boots on the moon 2024. We need boots on the moon 2024. And the guy's like, well, he actually tweeted boobs on the moon, but we think that's a typo. And I just found that hilarious. And then if you listen to the bass line, the song was posted on Instagram. I think I must have posted part of it on Facebook. But if you listen to the bass line, there's almost a boobs on the moon kind of feeling to it. So it just kind of became a joke around our household, and that's ended up being what it was called for now. And in the folder in Logic, it's basically going to always be called Boobs on the Moon, regardless of what I title the song. So if I play it on the stream and stuff, I'm going to have to think of this is a song called whatever, but when I go look for it, it's going to be Boobs on the Moon. And that just happened. I could not remember the name of this upcoming song, which is titled Rising. overload. It's ready to explode. It's ready to explode. I think it's reached. There's nothing else to see. Nothing else to see. No time to attune. We'll be coming soon. We'll be coming soon. Building up in speed. Building up in speed. Nowhere there's need. Let's just try to keep control and see for whom the bell will toll. I think we'll be who we will be, and we'll see what we will see. Still it's gonna break. Still it's gonna break. Wanna see the fate. Wanna see the fate. We in so much more. We in so much more. I've said it all before. Said it all before. It isn't what you do. It isn't what you do. It's all when it coming through. It's all when it coming through. It's also who you are. It's also who you are. It's how we got this. It's how we got this far. Penetrate the smoke, make the final stroke, make the final stroke, beating in a scar, it's getting really hard, alleviate the pain, pressure on the brain, it's all about the need, it's all about the need, forget about the breathe, forget about the breathe. Hold on. All right, so that was actually my last tune. My time is up. I just want to thank everybody for showing up, watching, and even though not everybody said hey, even though I asked people to say hey, that's all right. Thanks for tuning in and checking it out. And like I said, I won't be on next Sunday or the Sunday after that. So 3 Sundays from now, and I'll be back to it with my every other Sunday thing, at least until football season is done, and then I'll figure out if I'm going to continue with Sundays, and which I probably will, but might move till later in the night. Not much, though. So, again, thanks for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed it, and have a good evening. Take it easy.